Was good, Landon Rivers again. Now, you wouldn't let your friends get sacrificed to the devil, but what if I told you it'd save you a few seconds? Explore this and more as we head through the deserted temple to steal back Marcus's treasure from the Outlanders. Let's go! Deserted Temple is a simple fetch quest. Go deep into the temple, take the treasure, and come back to start. Simple as that. It's a quick level, but it's not without its complications. First, there are lots of enemies packed into one spot, all following their own RNG directions. So many times you end up getting blocked by enemies, and other times the path is clear for you to make a straight run through. Second, there's new types of enemies, some of which are much stronger than we're used to, and some of which could actually land their crossbow shots compared to the stormtrooper goblins we've been fighting. You can die on this level if you don't know what you're doing, so I'll be showing you the basic run and some ways to help salvage the run if things get messy. The setup of this level is easy. All we need to do is upgrade the Huntress's bow to the composite bow. We can automatically afford it after beating the last mission. Press right on the weapon slot to upgrade, and that's all we need to do since our arrow loadout was saved from the last level. But just in case you're dropping in, here is the loadout being used and a list of the restricted equipment. For individual level runners, the only characters available are the Knight and Huntress. Now let's begin the level. Marcus whines and we bust into the temple straight ahead. Start loading your burst arrows to full. In this first room are 3 goblins who will all try to shoot at you with their crossbows. We completely ignore them and focus on the main piece of this room, the tile puzzle in the center. It's super easy to do, just press the colors in succession, left to right, top to bottom row. Sometimes you want to stand on the edges to press the tiles quick enough, but if a goblin gets lucky, their bolt can push you onto a tile and throw off your groove. Once the puzzle is complete, step on the square in the center, switch to grenade arrows, and head into the main room. It's in this room we meet a new character to join the cast, the Druid. You see her just hanging around. She's just so bored of this sorceress talking about sacrificing her to the devil. She needs to be rescued. So anyway, we come into the room and beware of these 4 tiles because stepping on any of them could spring a separate arrow trap. Honestly, it's not that big of a deal if you do. The most this trap has ever done to me is like 15 damage. Pull back on a grenade arrow and kill the orc to the left. Head to the left and switch back to your fully loaded burst arrows. Pull back when we start to get down to the stairs ahead. An armored brute will charge up, and we just barrage him down the second we see him. He'll drop a potion, but we'll pick it up later. Hug the stairs and drop down into the basement. There's a key you need to pick up to use in the main room. Grab it and then turn around quick. Hop on this box, and now we're gonna need to pull off a big jump to get back on the stairs. Personally, I'm able to pull it off consistently when I stop moving, move back a little bit, and then spring forward, but it's not the easiest thing to pull off. Now as you make your way back up the stairs, you'll notice an assassin has spawned with a crossbow. This is the first instance in this level where getting hit will be welcomed. Her bolt can push you up the stairs, which can save a second. Now jump back into the main room, and here's where we have our first possible blockers. When dealing with these situations, if there is no clear path, you're gonna have to fight your way through and try and take out the biggest threats first. Biggest threat of these mobs is the sorceress, because her staff does damage over time. Even if you have a clear path, it might be a good idea to kill her off while making your way up the stairs. Go up the stairs, and as you approach this door, spam right mouse button to use the key. We have a few seconds to spare as the animation for the key inserting itself goes. If there's a crossbow orc up here, maybe try taking him out because he drops a free health potion. When the key animation wraps up, run into the door because you'll find the door has no physics while it's opening, so we can run right through it.
Hey, what about the druid?
I said she needed to be rescued. I didn't say we're the ones doing it. Head through, hugging right and jumping off the stairs. Hug the column to minimize possible damage from the fall. Ignore the orc, and here we get to our first threat of instant death. The bridge ahead will break apart as soon as you step on this plank. And furthermore, one of the goblins is scripted to run and block the left side, so be sure you're always jumping to the right side, or else you'll get blocked and plummet to your death. Kill the goblin up ahead with a grenade arrow if he's in your way, and continue to the stairs. Up ahead is an unsuspecting armored orc. He doesn't know he's about to be swooped upon by the hawk. One of the reasons we bought the next level of bow is because it has a better chance of killing armored orcs in one hit with a grenade arrow. We improve our chance further by swooping in on our prey and shooting him from above in the head with a grenade arrow. Killing the orc is nice but not required because he really likes to block you. Head through to the treasure room and leave those poor souls alone. You only care about getting Marcus's booty. Snag it and quick turn around. Now we make our way back up and out to Marcus. But wait, there's a cutscene of even more guys coming to assault the temple. It might be tricky getting back out. Skip the cutscene by spamming enter and make your way back through. Kill this assassin with a grenade arrow if she's in your way, then quickly switch to your burst arrows and charge it to full. Jump up the stairs and make your way up and over the bridge, and as soon as you cross this line above, there will be an explosion, which almost always does damage to you, taking out a good chunk of health. If you haven't been conscious of your health up to this point, this explosion could kill you and end the run. Run right through the explosion because it saves time, and you'll be greeted by the toughest mob in this level, the Orc Death crafter. He can probably kill you in 3 to 4 hits, so be super careful. Good thing we just charged up a shot. Take him out with your burst arrows and he will drop a health potion. If you miss, you can still dodge around him, but he might pose a big threat to your health, so be ready. Pick the health potion up and the health potion from the brute from earlier if you're able, and make your way up the stairs. This is another spot where damage can hurt you and help you due to the push it gives. If you're really dying at this point, then drink a potion right away. However, be mindful that the drinking animation takes a while to switch back to your weapon. As we make our way up to the main room again, there will be goblins waiting to ambush us. This goblin in particular likes to run and block this opening, and if you're in the middle of a drinking animation or switching back and can't kill him, you're out of luck for a few seconds. You can try taking the long way around to try and salvage the run.
Whoa, wait a second. She's gone. Oh no!
But wait, what if they rescued her?
No, she's dead as a doornail. Now we head through the final gauntlet. It's very random if the doors ahead are opened by mobs or not, and likewise if there are mobs in the way. Keep your grenade arrows at the ready to take out anything in your way. You save much more time if the doors are open and there's nothing blocking you. As you get back into the puzzle room, an orc will chuck a grenade at you. Lots of times the explosion can push you forward. Head through the door and back to Marcus. Split when the screen fades to black. That's really all there is to it. Don't get blocked, hits can hurt and help, and stay alive. Now Marcus talks about some ancient elves that could help kill all these outlanders, but first we gotta fight our way there. Oh yeah, and also you unlock the druid as a playable character. Join us on the next episode as we cross the rift fighting through the divided city of Muazzam. I'm Landon Rivers, see you there.